What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about Curve, DAO today, CRV, USD. Hit that like button, subscribe, and thank you all for being here. It is the 11th day of June. Here we are at about 24.4 cents with roughly 10 hours and 18 minutes left in the day. Again, hit that like button. Thank you all for being here. It's been a while since we talked about Curve. Let's see why we're pumping. You've got a nice little pump going on here. Congrats to anybody who bought the lows or bought the lows of this range. You're in the profits right now. Low to high, you've seen about a 50% move. That's not bad. It's not bad. Low volume, or not low volume, but decent volume. It's not crazy, right? We've definitely seen higher volume than this in the past. But relatively speaking, it's nice. Relatively speaking, we are in this area, this kind of consolidation zone. It looked like you were breaking out here, and now we're back finding resistance kind of at the top area here. We could move a little bit higher, but I don't want to get people too excited. My expectation is at the moment that we probably do see some type of turnaround in the short term. But let's look and see what's going on, why this pump is happening, or at least what the reason behind it might be. When did you actually start? You started pumping back on the 26th. You had a big day today though. Let's see. A vote to have borrowers affected by vault inflation attack via vFunder. Cool video. Nothing really. Llama Lend V2. Yeah, nothing really. Maybe just updates with Llama Lend. That could be it. Yeah. Nothing really. I mean, maybe there's some insider information going on here, and then the news will come out at the top, right? Buy the hype, sell the news. Once the good news comes out, that's the time to sell. I don't know. Maybe it's just a random pump. That does happen as well. You've been selling off. You had a lower low. Volume came in. Now it's time to move back to the upside. Whatever the case may be, you're moving up here. My suspicion is exactly as I said initially, that you are at an area to find resistance, not at an area to really ape into this thing. If you've got a love for Curve DAO and you believe what's going on here. I'm frozen. What's going on here? I don't know what just happened there. If you've got a love for Curve DAO and you believe that it's going to continue to rally, my thoughts are you're at prior points of resistance. Not financial advice, not a financial advisor. Even if you were to continue to rally, likely what would happen is you find resistance here, you come back down to prior areas where you found support, you form a higher low, and then you move up. Nothing moves up or down in a straight line, right? You've been moving down all this time, and you didn't just move down in a straight line. You had lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, the whole way through, right? Same kind of idea here. Even if you are a believer that this thing's going to rip through the roof, likely it doesn't just do that nonstop from here. And imagine it does. Imagine we do rip through the roof from here. Likely there will be a point where you come back and you find support at prior resistance. It would be better, not financial advice, not a financial advisor. It would be better. I'm going to stop saying that. It's obvious, right? It'd be better to buy here at slightly higher prices, buying into a higher low strength, higher high strength. After knowing what's going on, a solid retracement, it'd be better to buy there even at slightly higher prices than it would be to buy here, because right now, statistically speaking, I think that the probability is you're going to find resistance in the zone and you will move down. So this video is a two-part thing where I'm saying congratulations and also caution. Be cautious. I don't believe that this move persists. Let's look at the 1 hour time frame and see if I'll change my mind here. Looking at the short-term stuff, 1 hour time frame. RSI is very bullish, stochastics are bullish, MACD looks good. I don't see any reason why you would stop moving up here. You probably do move up a little bit more. Maybe you get a lower high relatively speaking here. Maybe you get a higher high relatively speaking here. You form some bearish divergence. You get those classic signs of turning around that we typically look for in the charts. I don't know if this is the exact high just yet. And even still, you could pull back a little bit before moving higher. But I do believe that you're getting toward that point, near that point of contention. Look at the 4 hour time frame wicking up a little bit here, coming back down. RSI is overbought, stochastics overbought, MACD is moving up. I mean, all bullish, very bullish overall, but at some point you got to cool off, right? And what better point to cool off than a point where you found resistance before, points where you found resistance before back here. We look at this relative high here to a relative low, and it's very uncommon to do what you just did. It does happen, but it's very uncommon to do to just move through the golden ratio all the way up to your 786 like that. It's very uncommon. Typically you see some resistance at the golden ratio, a little bit of turbulence at least, and then you move up, or a little bit of turbulence takes you back down here, and then you move up. But just moving through like this, typically in my experience, when you move through to the 786 like that, you will pull back to the 236 and maybe even go lower. So mark my words, not financial advice, not a financial advisor. I said it again, damn it. Even if we move up from here, I expect you will see a harsh move back down to about 19 cents and probably even below there as time goes on. I'm going to say a harsh move. It might not be as harsh as this. You might not move at that pace, but something that, maybe is even a little bit more dramatic than that. Something that's a little bit faster paced, but we'll see. From here, you could move higher. 26 cents to 27.5 cents certainly are capable target areas, possible target areas. But for the time being, I would advise caution. I would say that if anybody's looking to sell, a good selling area would probably be here, and then obviously anything that's above this high, great time to DCA out. Not financial advice, not a financial advisor. I do believe that this thing's going to go lower. Why do I keep saying that? I'm stuck in one of those phrase loops. I just can't get out of it. I'm going to stop saying it. I am a financial advisor. That's a joke. It's a joke. This is financial advice. Low to high. Rejecting the golden ratio here. Coming down, lower lows, lower highs, all that stuff. Again, maybe you move up a little bit higher, find resistance in this range, but to me it looks like you're working your way down overall. My suspicion would be after you find resistance here and you do start moving down, your next target area would probably be around 12.16 cents. So that's all I got for you. To me, it makes sense. You're in this overall lower low, lower high dynamic. Double golden ratio, 2618. That's the next call after you're done with this here. So do not FOMO. Time to get out. Finding resistance even at prior support as well as prior resistance. Not a good look. Take care. See you on the next one. Hit that like button on your way out. Bye-bye.